Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to my fashion bunker. Today is Channel Talk Day, so get your tea, get your coffee, get your whiskey, whatever you need to drink if you're above age, of course, and sit down with me, shall you, for this quick round. It's not going to be that quick though, but it's going to be really interesting. At least I hope so. So let's begin with Michelle Lee on my lambskin versus caviar Chanel leather video. Dacob, I've learned loads off you. Thank you so much. I'm saving for my first Chanel, and from day one, I've always been drawn to lambskin. It just exudes a sense of pure luxury and timeless elegance. I couldn't take my eyes off your lambskin bag, haha. Your video is great, as now I don't feel the need to push myself to go for caviar. Now, if only I can save up quickly enough to go get my hands on one. P.S. Are you thinking of doing a frequently asked questions or draw my life kind of video? We'd love to know more about you. Okay, well, thank you so much. First of all, whatever you go for, whether it be lambskin or caviar, they're both going to be fine as long as you baby them and take care of them and don't overstuff them. That's the most important thing. As far as saving up, yes, fingers crossed, you save up as quick as possible and you get the bag. And you will. I know you will, because whenever we have our mindset on something in the fashion bunker, we go for the jugular and we get it. And as for the frequently asked questions and draw my life kind of video, I mean, you guys know that I work in fashion. You know that I have this fashion bunker archive. You know that I travel for work. I'm all over the place. I don't really have a home in one particular place. What else can I say? I don't know. Well, interestingly enough, when I do show more about myself, those videos don't get too many views. Like the last one where I did my follow me around video. Strangely enough, I thought I'm going to kind of tweak in some more aspects of my life, but maybe I should have, changed the title to it instead of follow me around, given some other title like a glimpse into my life or more about me. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm definitely kind of getting used to the idea of saying more. So let's see. In the near future, perhaps. Emmy that's EMI, so that's Emmy. McCaraher. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. I hate butchering names. On my lambskin versus caviar Chanel. Hi, I was just wondering if you were gay. If you don't want to answer, it's fine. Well, Emmy, hi. I was just wondering, what does this question have to do with Chanel caviar or lambskin leather? Pros and cons. So that's the answer. I don't understand your question. Henry Pacheco, 14 hours ago. Okay, 14 hours ago. On my Coco Noir Chanel review. I'm a bit disappointed in the power of Chanel perfumes. The smells are beautiful, but they have no power. They need some balls. They should take some notes from Angel by Thierry Mugler. You spray that bad boy and you can smell it a mile away and it will last 2 days on you. That's how it's done. I snapped. Yes, that is how it could be done, except I did answer you, but Chanel does have long-lasting perfumes as well. Coromandel is long-lasting. Sycamore is long-lasting. Coco Noir is long-lasting on me. It lasts forever, actually. Number 22, Cloying, lasting forever. Number 5, Chanel Pure Perfume on me lasts forever. On other people, I heard it doesn't. But Chanel is not Thierry Mugler. Thierry Mugler is kind of a totally different realm. Chanel could do more cloying, lasting perfumes, but I think it's also a choice not to. There's a certain type of elegance now, don't get me wrong. I have Amen. I don't have Angel. I'm not very fond of Angel. I know a lot of people love Angel. I personally don't, but I can respect it. And but it's a totally different approach to perfumery. Angel is more and in your face, like Thierry Mugler's fashion was in the 90s, in the 80s. It's like so in your face and it's so strong and tough. Chanel is more subdued elegance, and the perfumes have to reflect the style of the maison, of the fashion house. So I wouldn't be, yes, of course Chanel has big prices, but guess what? Hermes has higher prices than Chanel, and most of the Hermesons fragrances from the Privé MS line last even less on my skin than the Chanel Privé line does, than the Chanel Exclusives line does. So go figure, you know what I mean? Like it's a tricky, slippery slope to kind of. To me personally, it's okay that some of their perfumes, of the Chanel perfumes, are more subdued, because that's what their kind of house is known for, that elegance of kind of not being too much in your face. Thierry Mugler is all about in your face. What would Thierry Mugler perfume be if it would fade out in half an hour? So we have to also always keep in mind what is the, not just the logic, but what is the message that a maison, what is the DNA of the maison as far as fashion goes, that then translates into perfume. Okay. Keeping up with Ravi, what type of leather Chanel used for their first bags? This is on my Caviar versus Lambskin. Leather-wise, lambskin was one of the first leathers, and suede. Suede was also one of the first leathers. We see a lot of suede, especially in the 70s. But however, let's not forget that the first 255 bags Chanel officially presented to the world was in jersey. It was not in leather. Francisco Mendez, or Mendez, on my Yeezy Season 1 walkthrough video. Bro, y'all seem like some hype beast, like the style is whack. OSRS. Call me like I don't get it, but I don't get it. Sorry. I don't understand what you're trying to say. But guess what, Francisco Mendez? Since I love to see the glass half full, I'm just going to understand this as a compliment. So thank you so much. Moving on. Nancy 11 on the Broken Chanel drama, part 1. Your opinions are totally valid. Very well said. I too had to go through drama to find my perfect jumbo. I have lost sleep for a few nights. It is quality control's job to check the quality of their products, not us customer. And I too hate when the SA told me my standards are too high. Maybe they feel this way because they don't have high enough standards for themselves. Well, it just made me mad that they don't take responsibility for their mistakes and tried to shift the blame on the customer. What the heck? Nancy, I totally get it. And in fact, I answered Nancy in the customer section down below. This is my answer to Nancy and also to all of you guys. If somebody, whoever, from any luxury brand would dare come to you after you have complained about their quality control issues, and they would say that your standards are too high, well, this is my answer to them. And this is an answer all of y'all's should just, gladly take from my channel and pass it on to the essays. So what is my answer? My answer is, well, my standards are too high. Let's just put it this way. With every time you raise the prices of your goods, which happens once or twice a year, is the time I raise my standards. Ta-da! It's as simple as that. You're raising your motherfucking prices, we're raising our motherfucking standards. Why should we be lowering the standards when you're raising the prices? Moving on. Actually, I would need a sip of champagne or something to celebrate this amazing something that we could give and pass on to the essays. But I have nothing here. I could just spray some perfume in my mouth. That would be the only alcohol I have right now. Ugh. Could you imagine? Yeah, I could. Anyway, moving on. Emilio, how you doing, sweetie? On the Chanel Boy perfume announcement, just checked it now. 75 milliliter will be €175 and 200 milliliter will be €359. That's insane. Now, if this is true, I have no confirmation on the pricing, but if the new Les Exclusives Boy perfume is really going to cost that much, that would be a markup of almost like €100 on the bottle, on the 200 ml bottle. That would be really sick. I really hope Chanel doesn't do that. If they do that, I will not be buying the full-on bottle, like the big bottle, because a €359 instead of the €255 that it used to cost before. And if they up only the Boy, are they going to up all the others as well? So this is something that really troubles me and worries me a lot, to say the least. So if this is the case, I ain't getting it. I'm going to live off of samples or something. I don't know. But I don't know if I really fall in love with it. But this is just insane. So for 130... like €3 or €136 for 75 ml, we're jumping to 175, and from 255 for 200 ml, we're jumping to 359. Not cool. Unless these weren't in some weird way dollar prices instead of euro prices, I don't know. Anyway, fingers crossed it's not going to be the case. Ray Maria on my injustice video about war criminals. As a political science minor in the university, I'm 100,000% with you on this, Dacob. There's no such injustice in the International Criminal Court. There's so much injustice in the International Criminal Court. The Security Council is responsible for preventing stuff like this. Considering the rest of the members of the General Assembly really have no pull. However, every single nation in the world has their own agenda. And the apathy towards war crime victims is disgusting. There is no rehabilitation program for victims. There is no assistance, even past an, "Oh, we're so sorry, you poor things. Here's a mediocre sum of money and a pat on the shoulder." Our security systems and government systems are absolutely corrupt. Guaranteed, the worst thing Karadzic will experience in prison is restricted free time. There is no justice for war crimes, but there is such a thing as adequate punishment. Whether or not any officials within international organizations actually recognize, that is another matter. The United Nations, the ICC, and the idea that we actually have a Security Council is a bunk system that has forgotten who they are accountable to. Us. All of us. Without the support of the general populace, they are nothing. However, they have rooted themselves so well, and the global populace has grown to be too apathic to create a movement against this. Many people in democratic nations can hardly be bothered to vote, running by the idea, if it's not me, it doesn't matter. What a world we live in. There is no cure, or there's no, oh my gosh, I'm sorry about this. There is no curse in any language that can adequately encompass the anger about this. I asked Ray, can I use it? Because, this is so beautifully put. She's like, yeah, go for it. So I've read this to you guys. This is where we are at today. We are taking that little bit of freedom left that we have for granted. Our governments are doing what they want with us. We decide not to go to vote. You don't want to vote, you lose your vote. You lose your vote, you lose your voice. And you lose that little chance you still have at selecting freedom. Granted, we have a problem here because even in a situation where we would think that we are free to choose who we want, as in the case in America right now, between the Democrats, I'm not even talking about the Republicans, between Clinton and Sanders, and yet we don't have that freedom to decide, it's like the party is going to decide, the Democratic Party is going to decide which one of the two is going to, why don't you, here's the thing for y'all, why don't you just send both of them to the elections? Twist the law. You're so good at it. And then let's see who the people vote for. But don't make a choice for the people by manipulating everything, by manipulating the media, and by letting just one of the two candidates that you want to be up there, That's not cool, because the people are moving in such an amazing way towards and for Sanders that he has to be given the chance to be to be president, actually, of the United States. And I'm for Bernie all the way. And if you're not, good for you. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Thank God. As long as we still have that little bit of freedom left, we should be able to choose whoever we want to choose to vote for. You want to vote for Cruz, you want to vote for Trump, you want to vote for Hillary. It's all good. Not in my head, but it's all good because you have that freedom. But execute that freedom. Choose the person, Make your voice be heard. Make it important, because it will ultimately mean something for future generations. It will mean something to and for your kids as well. You are now planting the seeds for what they will be eating one day in the future. And by eating, I don't just mean food, So guys, thank you so much for watching this channel talk. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do thumb up my video and leave me all sorts of comments in the comment section down below. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always, Don't you ever forget, no matter how much they want to oppress you and repress you, don't ever give up on love. Love you. Bye.